this if you're a football enthusiast. Imagine the dusty fields of India, alive with a newfound energy. The air buzzes with excitement, and the rhythmic thud of a ball being kicked around fills the atmosphere. Children and adults gather, their eyes sparkling with dreams. Football isn't just a game here, it's becoming a way of life. The beautiful game has arrived, bringing a sense of community and belonging. People from all walks of life come together, united by their love for the sport. These matches are more than competitions. They're celebrations of skill, strategy, and spirit. Introduced by the British, football quickly captivated the locals. British soldiers and officials brought the game, and the Indian players embraced it with enthusiasm. Early matches were a blend of curiosity and excitement as they learned the rules and techniques. Football became more than just a sport. It symbolized the hopes and dreams of a nation yearning for freedom. The passion for the game transcended the field, touching millions of hearts. It was a source of inspiration and a beacon of hope. It was a symbol of freedom and unity, breaking down social and cultural barriers. On the field, everyone was equal, united by their love for the game. Football became a powerful tool for social change and unity. Early clubs formed, each carrying the hopes of a nation. These clubs were more than teams. They were symbols of pride and resilience, representing the collective dreams of a nation striving for independence. The players were heroes in the eyes of the people. The Durand Cup, Asia's oldest football tournament, was born in 1888. It became a prestigious event, attracting teams from across the country. The tournament showcased the growing popularity and significance of football in India. Mohun Bagan Athletic Club, a beacon of national pride, emerged in 1889. It quickly became one of the most prominent clubs in the country. The club's success on the field was a source of immense pride for the Indian people and played a crucial role in the development of football in India. They challenged colonial rule, both on and off the field. Players from Mohun Bagan and other clubs used football to assert their identity and resist colonial oppression. Matches were not just about winning. They were about making a statement and fighting for their rights. Their historic IFA Shield victory in 1911 resonated across the nation. Mohun Bagan's triumph over the British team was monumental. It was a moment of immense pride and joy for the Indian people, symbolizing their strength and determination. It was a victory for India, by India. The IFA Shield victory was more than just a win on the field. It was a triumph of the spirit and resilience of the Indian people. It marked the beginning of a new era in Indian football, where the game was not just played but lived and celebrated by millions. The post-independence era saw Indian football rise. It was a time of newfound freedom and hope, and the sport became a symbol of the nation's aspirations. The Indian football team, with its newfound vigor, began to make waves on the international stage. The national team became a force in Asia. They played with a determination and skill that left their opponents in awe. Their journey was not just about winning matches, but about establishing a legacy. The 1950s and 1960s were golden years. During this period, the team showcased exceptional talent and teamwork. They were a cohesive unit, playing with a sense of purpose and pride that was palpable. India dominated the Asian Games. Their performance was nothing short of spectacular, and they consistently outperformed their rivals. The victories at the Asian Games were a testament to their hard work and dedication. They brought home gold in 1951 and 1962. These victories were monumental, not just for the team, but for the entire nation. The gold medals were a source of immense pride and joy for the country. They finished fourth in the 1956 Melbourne Olympics. This was a remarkable feat, considering the level of competition. The team's performance at the Olympics was a clear indication of their growing prowess on the global stage. It was a remarkable achievement. The world took notice. The Indian football team was no longer just a regional power. They were now recognized as a formidable force in international football. Indian football was on the rise. The team's success inspired a new generation of players and fans. Football became more than just a sport. It was a movement that united people from all walks of life. These victories weren't just about football. They were about proving to the world that India could excel on the global stage. Each win was a statement of the nation's potential and resilience. They were about national pride and identity. The team's success was a reflection of the country's spirit and determination. It was a source of inspiration for millions of Indians. They ignited a passion that burned bright. The love for football spread across the nation, and the sport became an integral part of India's cultural fabric. The legacy of those golden years continues to inspire and motivate the current generation of players. Great players graced the field, talented individuals who became national heroes. Sailen Ghosh, the brilliant goalkeeper. Talimaran Ao, the first captain of independent India. Chuni Goswami, the magician with the ball. P.K. Banerjee, the goal-scoring machine. These players were more than athletes. They were artists. They were role models for a generation. They gave India a place on the world stage. Their names are etched in the hearts of every Indian football fan. But then, the light began to dim. The decline was gradual, but undeniable. The reasons were complex. A lack of infrastructure, poor management, the rise of other sports. The global game evolved. India struggled to keep up. The fire that once burned so brightly began to flicker. The dreams of a nation seemed to slip away. The world moved on. Indian football was left behind. Section 5. Lost in the wilderness, missed opportunities. The World Cup became a distant dream. Qualification attempts ended in disappointment. The gap between India and the world's best widened. Missed penalties, last-minute defeats. The pain was real. The passion of the fans never wavered, but the belief began to dwindle. Indian football was lost in the wilderness. Section 6. A flicker of hope, the seeds of revival. However, even in the darkest of times, hope remains. The spirit of Indian football was never truly extinguished. A new generation emerged, determined to revive the past glory. The fans never lost faith. They yearned for a return to the glory days. New tournaments emerged. The I-League, a professional league, was established. The Indian Super League, with its focus on entertainment, brought back the crowds. The seeds of revival were sown. Section 7. New dawn, new dreams, the emergence of a footballing nation. A new era dawned. Investment began to flow into Indian football. Academies were built. Young talents were nurtured. Sunil Chhetri, the captain fantastic, led the way. He became the face of Indian football. His dedication and passion inspired a nation. India tasted success once more, winning the CAF championship multiple times. It was a sign of progress, a glimmer of hope. Section 8. Investing in the future, building for success. The journey is far from over. The challenges are immense, but the determination is unwavering. India is investing in the future. Grassroots programs are flourishing. Coaching standards are improving. The focus is on long-term development, building a sustainable football ecosystem. The dream is clear: to qualify for the World Cup, to reclaim their place on the global stage. Section 9. Towards a brighter tomorrow, the road to redemption. The road ahead is long. There will be setbacks and disappointments, but the spirit of Indian football is unbreakable. The passion of the fans is unwavering. The commitment of the players is absolute. The dream is within reach. The world is watching. India is ready to rise again. Section 10. The world at our feet, a dream within reach. Imagine the day when the Indian football team steps onto the grandest stage of them all, the World Cup. It's a vision that has fueled the dreams of countless fans and players alike. The Indian national anthem echoes through a packed stadium, sending chills down the spines of millions watching from home and in the stands. The pride and passion are palpable, a moment that transcends sport. The Indian team, wearing the blue jersey with pride, steps onto the field. The World Cup, a dream for generations. This is not just a game, it's a culmination of years of hard work, dedication, and unwavering belief. A dream that is now within reach. The journey to this point has been long and arduous, filled with challenges and setbacks, but also moments of brilliance and hope. This is the future that awaits Indian football. A future where young talents are nurtured and given the platform to shine on the world stage. A future where the sport is not just a pastime, but a source of national pride. A future where the beautiful game unites a nation. Football has the power to bring people together, to bridge divides and create a sense of community and belonging. A future where India's name is etched in the stars of world football. Imagine Indian players becoming household names, inspiring the next generation to pick up the sport and dream big. The journey is long, but the destination is worth fighting for. Every match, every training session, every sacrifice made by players and coaches is a step towards this dream. The world at our feet. This is Indian football. A story of resilience, passion, and the unyielding belief that one day, the dream will become a reality. The future is bright and the dream is within reach. If you believe in the future of Indian football, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more inspiring content.